We're back with the bigger picture.
Stand by, Mary. Christian Lion in 3, 2.
It's one of the most watched pieces of video on YouTube. And if you haven't seen it yet, go find yourself some tissues right now, because this one's gonna make you cry. It is the video seen around the world. With close to 10 million hits on YouTube, the story about Christian the Lion has touched the hearts of millions of people.
It is about unconditional love. It's got the ingredients of a love story.
This love story began almost 40 years ago with these two Australian friends, Anthony Ace Bourke and John Rendell. They were young men living in London at the time, and while visiting the famous Harrods department store, they saw a lion cub for sale on the second floor. It was love at first sight.
We did just see him and fell in love with him and thought we can do as well as anyone can in trying to secure a sort of future for him in 6 or 12 months. We knew it, we only had at the maximum about 12 months before he would be too big for us.
So they bought the cub and named him Christian.
There was no manual given to us about how to raise a lion, let alone in London. We were given a very comprehensive diet sheet, and we knew how to physically look after him, but the mental thing, of course, was we were unprepared for that.
And just like new proud parents, Ace and John began documenting their lion cub's life and all of his playful moments.
Well, he was 35 pounds when we bought him, so he's the size of a smallish dog. He grew to 175 pounds in the 9 months that we had him in London. 4 meals a day, which of course was completely unnatural, because lions eat every 3 or 4 days in the wild.
But they knew the time would come when Christian would have to be set free. And almost as if it was meant to be, they connected with George Adamson. Adamson and his wife Joy wrote the book Born Free. George agreed to help them take Christian back to Africa.
He was becoming a large animal indeed, and we were getting more and more concerned, and suddenly this lifeline was thrown to us.
Christian was let go into the wild to start his own pride. But Ace and John missed their lion terribly, so after a year apart, they decided to return to Africa to find him. But they were told Christian was now wild and wouldn't remember him. They were told they were putting their lives in danger. But that didn't stop them. Their story was documented, and this is the famous film.
Now, we looked up, we could see he was double the size, he was perhaps 300 pounds then, and he's confidently walking down towards us. And that was instantly a moment of great pride to us, to see that here he was, walking tall, and he starts down, he's looking, and then, I'll let Ace tell this bit.
Oh, well then I think we couldn't bear it any longer, and we did call out.
Yeah.
So then he'd sort of recognized us, but definitely with our voices. That's when he then began running towards us. And of course everyone does say, weren't you frightened? And it is strange to say there was not a moment of fear from us. He just ran towards us with such love and excitement, and we knew him so well we could recognize it, that there was no doubt in our mind that he was running towards us. Our probably only worry was, would we be able to support him if he jumped up on us, which he did.
And here, in a moment like no other, one of the mightiest animals, the king of the jungle, reunites with his old friends.
It was extraordinary, wasn't it?
It was. Yeah.
But that was 40 years ago. Today, this piece of film has become a phenomenon, all because in 2007, someone got a hold of the documentary, added this Whitney Houston tune, and put it on YouTube, immortalizing Christian.
It's just extraordinary that people are loving and talking about Christian 40 years later.
Christian the Lion may be a love story, but many animal experts agree that doesn't happen very often.
Just don't go too close to the wire.
Why?
She's she's not the friendliest, so she'll have a go at you, right? See that?
Okay, that's it. I'm out of here.
So that's more like normal lion behavior as opposed to what you saw in the video clip, right?
Eric Cole takes care of the lions here at the Toronto Zoo. What does he think about the story of Christian the lion?
It's an exceptional occurrence, what I saw in that video.
Can you ever domesticate them, really?
I would say no, you can't domesticate cats like lions. What you can do is you can possibly tame some. There are exceptional cats, but that's a 1 in a million cat.
And for Ace and John, Christian the lion will always be that 1 in a million cat.
It's about testing relationships, and the lion Christian absolutely passes that test of his love for us and our love for him.
Coming up next week on 16 by 9.
They watch our children, clean our houses, and take care of our family. They are nannies, and what's happening to many of them is criminal.
So where did you sleep?
I stayed with the young kid.
In the same bed?
Yes. You're gonna deport to the Philippines if you get my job.
She threatened to deport you.
Yes.
I'm a children to support.
That's coming up next week on 16 by 9.
And that's it for us tonight. If you have a story idea for us, just give us a call at 1-877-TELL-16-9 or email us at global16by9.com. And remember, you can blog with us right after the show about any of the stories you watch tonight. And don't forget to send us a video message by logging on to Facebook or YouTube. Thanks for watching. I'm Mary Garafello, and from all of us here, good night.
Our final word tonight goes to our 16 by 9 viewers.
Wow, very cool show. I dare to say riveting. This is definitely going to be a hit for Global. There's so much more in the bigger picture, as you say, going on in and around our country. This is definitely a show I will tell everyone I know about. "16 by 9, the bigger picture." That's a wrap.